On the move from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for space. It's Edwards. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Zips come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give out of the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Zips will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So Ball State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat seeker.
That's what he is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Making side adjustments here. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he's got 12 trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Zips will call on their punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Under fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Jackson will throw. Slides it, and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense going. See if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. And the Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's it.
Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
No, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you talking? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even listen to it.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Jackson gonna throw it. Puts it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just a little off. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Didn't make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. again on the play and gets the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Zips. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurt, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Jackson will throw. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they're paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at it, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for us.
Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Akron. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finds a man on the back and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Jackson's gonna throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st
completion, man. This crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job made by the defense because I think they baited the QB and trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. They just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Unleashes it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And how about that DB getting his hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make it.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Zips decide to punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They bring the punter onto the field now. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Jackson will throw. timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
For the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Makes a connection. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. To the air on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it was working for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He fires to the left side. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Seems it complete to the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Jackson gonna throw. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Zips will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside zone 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that set.
He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just they run the game going.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just...
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Hill. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds space on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Screen. There we go. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert.
You gotta love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're gonna get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Working there, it'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome away from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in route.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Zips racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They're setting up the screen. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling it.
They make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the first. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Zips line it up with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Trying to punch it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Slams ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Second and short equals bone up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Gotta be more physical, Jesse, on those second down and short situations.
Touchdown, Zips! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Jackson gonna throw it. One strike complete. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to...
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Incompletion on the out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Zips want to pick up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and short, so you look for your easiest throw and easiest completion. That's to the tight end. He makes the catch, and you move the chains.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does in this next one.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They definitely take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's it. On target to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The snap sets up the throw. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Looking for a gap. It's John. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson will throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw. There's a hit. Creates a little room. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for the second.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play, you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this thing.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, they're on the perimeter, they're coming up, they're not giving the run.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. Playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's